hip hop, my man's, and salute to KRS-One, man. KRS-One said, "Fuck y'all." He said, "Fuck y'all."
Oh
Did he not? That's
God.
basically what he said.
Pretty much. I mean, he said it verbatim.
You know.
Mm.
This is coming from Vibe.com. Says KRS-One. This is the Grammys Hip Hop 50 tribute. He says, "You get no respect here. You ignore hip hop for 49 years, and the 50th year you want to call us." Now, the crazy thing is, I watched the excerpt, the little blurb, the interview, or whatever you want to call it. And the crazy thing is, I 1000% agree with KRS-One. I agree with it 1000%. But I don't think that this is the way you go about it, because this wasn't dissing the Grammys. To me, this wasn't dissing the Grammys. This was dissing everybody on that Grammy stage. Right. And that's what I didn't like. The Grammys, because the Grammys really don't fuck with hip hop like that. They
No,
didn't
they.
fuck
I
with them
mean,
from the jump. They gave Macklemore the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not hip hop. I get it. And when he explained it, you know what I'm saying? He was saying, no disrespect. We respect you, your institution, what you do, but we don't respect how you view the culture. I'm all cool with that.
right.
But you saying I didn't sell out. So what you saying, that everybody on that stage sold out? LL, Will Smith, all the people who need the platform to, you know what I'm saying?
This is what I don't get about the older generation. Like, you just said it. Y'all ain't respect this for 49 years, and on the 50th year, what if the Grammys didn't do anything to celebrate hip hop's 50th?
He would have been mad.
Then what? You'd have been up in arms about that, right? So the fact that the Grammys even took the time to say, you know what, we really need to do something outside of what we normally do for the Grammys and have our own special show to celebrate hip hop's 50th anniversary.
Yep.
And again, what if they didn't do it? What if they was like, yeah, so then somebody was like, yeah, it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I don't give a damn about that.
Yeah. They could have not did nothing. And not only that, they took the time to give as many people a platform. They gave hip hop its own Grammy situation.
Because every year we say something about hip hop artists not winning, not getting the recognition that they deserve from the Grammys. This was the platform. Like they went all the way through history from the beginning of the beginning of hip hop to now.
Did let the ladies rock,
Mm-hmm.
the South, the West Coast, back to New York. Some of the pioneers, Big Daddy Kane was up there. Like, you did some Big Daddy
got
Kane.
Will Smith on stage to rap, yo.
Him and DJ and was dope with it. Still had it.
Right.
Still had it.
So it's just like, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, it's like, bruh, they didn't even have to do this. They didn't have to do it. They didn't have to give hip hop a platform. They could have been like, man, F y'all 50th anniversary. We'll throw y'all in in February.
Right. It's
And wait a minute, didn't they do something during the Grammys this year in February for hip hop?
No.
I could have sworn they did.
I don't think so, because the Grammys is coming up. No, you're right. That's in February, because the Lakers can't play in their damn stadium because it's the Grammys be doing it, and that be right around. Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe they did.
I think they did. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to take every win that we can get, right? Because again, the Grammys could have been like, what?
Right. And like I said, we'll get back into the article real quick because I can talk about this shit forever. It says the Grammys massive salute to Hip Hop 50 has received mixed reactions, with many noting the absence of rap icons during the televised performance. Now, that is true. Because I've been saying for the longest, it's been a couple of 50th anniversary to hip hop things that happened, and my guy Hammer was never there. Come to find out, Hammer has declined every invitation that he's gotten. And I was like, Hammer, dog, come on, man. People, the kids need to know what you did. You did some real shit, right? Like you was the man. You was the Drake of your time. You was whoever was the head guy. You was that.
Right.
Let the kids know this. Let people under, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I didn't like from his side. Like, show up for one. Get BT. Somebody was MTV was head over heels over MC Hammer.
Man, that's all you ever saw. I can't touch it.
Right.
Do.
Give somebody something. Hell, as a fan, I would just love to see you come out, bring my guy with the slope, bring him back. I don't care if you get him. He probably don't have the hair no more.
Yes, with the extra Gumby fade.
Get Tyler Perry to hook him up. You know what I'm saying? To get him out there and let's dance and shit. Like, I would love to see. They brought Luke back. Luke came out. Cabity come, Cabity come, Cabity come, Cabity. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey. That's the Florida in me. Sorry.
They let Luke rock. Says, let me see. KRS-ONE, who did not participate in the show, recently explained the reasoning behind his decision to decline an invitation to take the stage. He says, I was asked about 2 months ago. They asked me to do it, and I turned them down. He says, with all due respect, LL Cool J himself called me, spoke to my wife, and pretty much begged me to be on the show, but we turned him down. And reason being is because I know people don't understand this, and I say this respectfully. KRS-ONE is a hip-hop extremist. I'm not violent, a violent extremist. I'm insane with this culture. I know I must have lost my mind in this. And like I said, I understand where, with him saying that, I understand where he's coming from. He's saying that, man, I love this culture so much, I don't want to see it that way, right? But, dog, you are a recording artist. Soon as you sign that deal with Jive, it no longer really became about the culture, right? Once you sign something and you start making, because you are also making money off it. Think if your ass would have got up on that Grammy stage, you know what I'm saying? People seeing your stuff, them streams going up, or people going back to buy them old albums or things like that. Hello. You talking about pushing the culture forward? It's about getting it out to the kid. I'm pretty sure kids ain't running up to you right now saying, "Oh, you're KRS-ONE, spit something." No, they not. They don't know the fuck you are.
If you did, like, my child is a prime example. She heard that song, whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. Yeah. Because they had it in a They had it in a cartoon. Right. And she was like, "Mommy, who is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's KRS-ONE." Right. If you would have got your ass on that stage for this, people would know who more we're talking about a younger generation who have no idea who you are.
Who you are.
People they know your music because they hear it in the shows. Right. But they have no idea what you look, no idea who you are.
I just think this is a bad take by the teacher. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him that. But if you're the teacher, then you need to be teaching. What bigger stage to teach on than the damn Grammys?
And this is the second. The Grammys did honor the 50th anniversary of hip hop on the February 5th show of this year. They had a 15-minute medley, and then it was a Grammy salute to 50 years of hip hop. LL Cool J, Ice-T, Public Enemy, Rakim, Queen Latifah, Method Man, Grandmaster Flash, and the Furious Five.
I remember
Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Nelly, and Missy Elliott.
Yeah, because they was talking about that's when he came back and was dissing Eminem again. Melly Mel.
And Questlove was the one that gave the gave the speeches during the show.
He came back and said he pointed to the perceived exploitation of the hip hop culture as another factor that made him adverse to accepting the offer. He says, "I don't fight it. I don't apologize for it. I recognize that my experience in this thing called hip hop is different from mostly everybody else's experience with hip hop. I restrict myself in a certain way because I know who I am in this culture. You're in the temple of hip hop. This is our home. This place, this institution can never side with, come under, understand the exploitation of our culture. Never will you see me standing in the environment where our culture is being exploited." Yes, you have and have done it. When you did them beef DVDs, because you was on them beef DVDs back in the day, KRS-One, talking about Queens versus the Bronx. What you thought that was?
Exploiting.
What was that? Was exploitation of hip hop.
Yep.
What are you talking about? It sounds. Go ahead, Mika. Go ahead.
I don't see this as I don't see this the way he sees it. I see it as, once again, you have these legends that you and I grew up on, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have these legends who is influencing the next KRS-One, the next Will Smith, the next Common. You know what I'm saying? Even though we do have our Sexy Reds and we do have, our Little Babies and all that kind of
all
stuff.
part of hip. That's
but
still
it's
all
part
part
of
of the
it.
culture.
Because I'm pretty sure in the 90s, when Will Smith first came out, everybody was like, who is this bubblegum rapper?
Right.
They don't cuss.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
The
like, I'm
changes.
with you. Culture, right? The culture changes. It gets and that's one thing about hip hop. Right? And I consider myself a little hip hop purist at times. I can get a little snobbish. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see. There are certain places to gatekeep, and then there are certain places to let people come in, right? And you should be able to tell when somebody is taking advantage of or exploiting, or who, you know what I'm saying, who don't give a crap about the culture. Right. I don't see this as that. This was the legends, the people, the architects of said culture, you know what I'm saying, putting this together.
Will Smith was the first hip hop artist to win a Grammy. They got him on stage. Him and DJ Jazzy Jeff. They got them on stage. Right. And we ain't seen Will Smith on a stage since forever.
Since I was about to say
Welcome to Miami, when he went down the rabbit hole.
Well, yeah. Nah, that was my joint, man. That was my joint.
Hey, I like that song.
With it.
Oh, Big Willie Style.
That CD was hard. That was a cold album. That was a cold album, man. But yeah, getting them together back on stage. Just seeing a lot of these people. Digital Planets came out.
Come on.
I was telling Pete, I bought Doggy Style and Digital Planets on cassette at the same time. Didn't know which one I wanted to play more. That's just how dope. We already know what Doggy Style was doing.
Exactly.
I heard Digital. Oh, what is this? This is what, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
come on. What
great, yes. About? But he also has to understand, like, we live in this digital age. We live in a digigital age. And like, your streams will go up when people find out who you are. Like, because every time Michael Jackson falls off the Billboard top, whatever, people go and stream his stuff and shoot him right back up to the top.
Right back up. You ain't finna talk bad about Mike. We got.
You not finna knock the king and pop off nothing.
You're not gonna do that. Who the king about? Oh, we're gonna show you.
Okay.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Right.
Exactly.
Right back up.
And again, the older generation needs to get that in their head. Like, this younger generation don't know KRS-One. They ain't searching for you on Spotify. They're not looking for you on Apple Music. All they looking for is that one song. And they ain't gonna listen to nothing else but that one song.
And you sound like the old man get out, the whole thing, old man get off my grass analogy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, kids, get off the grass. Like, that's what you sound like right now.
Right.
That's what you sound like. Like, why would you not want to? If that's the case, you wouldn't have wanted anything. You wouldn't have wanted nothing on BET, MTV, your music videos. Them shits would have just stayed right there in the Bronx where you from.
Right.
I did this strictly for this block. You better not show this on, you know what I'm saying, the box. Or MTV.
You took it back, not the box.
The box. The box better not show this shit. Like, what are you talking about? The exploitation.
Right.
Once it becomes business, like I said, once you sign that on that line, on that record, yes, exploitation is that. Because it's no longer being made to sit in the house and to just be enjoyed by people who come over to your house, look at this wall of art and say, man, hey, I painted this the other day. Tell me what you think about it.
Right.
No, you saying I painted this. I'm about to sell this shit. Let me put this shit up on Facebook Marketplace and put this shit up on Instagram and put this shit on any place that somebody can see eyes on it and put a value on it so they could pay me for it. That's what you did when you signed on the dotted line with the record companies. And maybe, I mean, you know, you ain't got a deal no more. I probably, but you just sound like the old bitter rapper.
Yeah.
And you better than that.
Right.
You better than that.
He should have took the opportunity. MC Hammer should have took the opportunity.
I think so too. Like,
if Hammer would have came out, bro, do you know how much your stream? Do you know how much? That's that dude. Yep. You ain't gotta dance. You could have just walked around.
Come on, Hammer. Hammer should have came out there and did it. He should have came out there and did it, man.
Just don't do pumps in a bump.
Nah, that's what he should have came and did.
No, don't do pumps in a.
Oh, that I want. Rest of my life. All right.
Okay. I was waiting for you to finish because I was gonna literally be like, no, because that's when Hammer signed with Death Row.
That was Death Row.
That was Death Row.
Him and Dion could have came out and did something together. Him and Dion, because that was when Dion did what it was.
Must be the money.
Must be the money. Yeah.
Who told Deion Sanders he could sing?
The thing is, right, to bring the fun and the levity back into the culture, Will Smith, like everybody who came out and performed, it was all like, and it was, like I said, this was playing Arrested Development. I don't know who that was. She was thick. I don't know who that was in that red latex. What? That's, yeah.
You know what? I can't.
I say, everyday people. Oh man. Yeah, man. That, like, just seeing that was dope, man. I was, it's crazy to me. So I'm already high off of Buffalo winning the the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm already just still hyped. And they were like, yeah, coming up next, 50. I'm like, this shit gonna be trash. So I'm sitting there just chilling. And it wasn't. And it was just I was just vibing the whole night. I'm standing in front of the TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to it. I enjoyed the whole thing. I don't know what KRS is talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, just imagine if you was there in October when they was recording it, right?
Man. Like I said, I don't know what the hell KRS-ONE talking about.
It's a whole vibe.
Do not know. Let me finish this off. It says KRS-ONE is one of multiple rap legends who have taken issue with the various hip-hop celebrations over this past year. Like I said, MC Hammer, who also declined to appear for the Grammys, is among more notable artists whose lack of visibility has been highlighted, with Mr. Fab speaking out on his fellow Oakland natives' behalf. He's saying, I'm watching the 50th year anniversary, right? And I'm like, how do y'all not have MC Hammer on the bill? And he asked this in August. How do you not have rap's first megastar on the bill somewhere coming out doing at least Too Legit to Quit or something like that? You don't got Hammer included in that? And that was my sentiment. Like, you doing this, and me and Fab, we seen eye to eye. Like, Mr. Fab, I feel you. Where's Hammer at? But then we find out that Hammer is declining shit. His own words. You know what I'm saying? But that's because it's hip hop. It's 50 years, but the history is so rich. So it's so much happened in those 50 years. We learned a lot.
We did.
We lost a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think anywhere possible, I can get on the stage and let people know what hip hop is, where we come from, what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage of that.
Yeah.
To show to not show the watered down popcorn shit that you don't like. Like, we finna get up here and be hip hop.
Right. Like, the stuff that y'all listen to ain't nothing compared to what y'all finna hear tonight.
Right. I'm gonna show y'all how to really get up on this stage. No background vocals. We finna go up, breath control and rap. I'm gonna show y'all how to do that. And my DJ gonna scratch right where he need to scratch at. I'm gonna have my hype man. You diss, because it was Public Enemy. You diss Public Enemy. They came out there and did something. Like, you dissing. You know what I'm saying?
Legends.
What are you doing?
Wait, was Eminem there?
Nope. Nope. Now that's one set I didn't like was Akon said I didn't like his set.
Okay, but Akon's not hip hop.
His set was nasty.
Yeah, Akon's not hip hop though. He's
and his
not
2K
hip
is
hop.
nasty. He did because he did the Eminem song Smack That, but you know, I was
That
like,
was,
I said if Eminem show that, but I was like, if Eminem show it's about to get
did 50
crazy.
Cent? Oh, okay, because I clearly
No,
only
50
watched
Cent
like
is
bits and
overseas.
pieces. 50 Cent didn't show.
Nah, he didn't show up.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like you got people who changed the game. Eminem, 50 Cent. You know what
now,
I'm saying?
I mean, you know, if you can't do it, you can't do it. I'm not saying everybody needs to be there.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Because then that show would have been 4 hours long.
That would have been, you know, everybody don't necessarily need to be there. It was somebody who said, man, they need to do like throughout the year. What they should have did was we doing New York, and they do
a different,
you know what I'm saying? Right, and then we going out west. We doing West Coast, and they doing all the way. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go down south and do all the down south stuff. We're gonna go to the Midwest, and then at the end of the year, we're just gonna culminate and do a whole big. You know what I'm saying? Like
we do
celebrate
all the
right.
pioneers of
I
hip
said
hop.
that would have been dope if they would have did something like that. But you know, I don't know, man. I love hip hop, and any chance I can get to see it on TV on a big stage like that, Grammys, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't get celebrated enough.
Right. Exactly.
We don't get celebrated enough, or we don't get the opportunity to celebrate ourselves on a stage this large without it being some fugazi shit or some popcorn, you know, shit that you wouldn't necessarily. I don't want to say it's not hip hop, but it ain't hip hop. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It really is exploitative.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And this went from a 15-minute segment on the Grammys to a whole show.
A whole show. So it seems like Grammys, you know what I'm saying? They trying to make up for past mistakes. So you at least give them that.
Right. Right.
At least give them that, you know, and him saying they had, you know, they ain't call it year 47. They ain't call it year 40.
Because those are not my
They didn't call
years.
you because right. But well, for another thing, like they know KRS-ONE, you've probably had this thought in your head for the longest. You know what I'm saying? If I would have called you at let's say I called you at year 35, year 40, you would have said no then.
Right. If I would have called you at year 20.
Right.
You already had it. You already had it in your mind. You just like F no.
So don't make it they didn't call me. They could have been called me. You still would have said no. The thing is, LL called you, which he already probably knew you was gonna say no, but he was like, you know what? I'm LL. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna say no to me. He can't say no to me. I'm LL, and we fit. This is 50.
Right.
It's 50. Come on, man. You the teacher. Nope, no LL. I ain't coming. That's bullshit. Yada yada yada. Damn, you can't. LL can't even get you on stage. That lets me know you just was done from the beginning. Like you weren't gonna come anyway.
Right.
No matter what year they called you.
Right.
So, but you let me know what y'all think about KRS-ONE going off on the Grammys Hip Hop 50th salute, which was dope. That was one of the better shows for the Grammys I've seen. You know, hopefully, I would love to see one more done, which we probably not gonna get. We're in the middle of December, probably not gonna get it, but I would love to see one more hip hop tribute done. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's Hulu doing it or what's the radio station that the Breakfast Club is on. I can't even think of their names right now. Sirius, what it is, XM Radio, whatever the hell they are. You know, all them shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody doing it. I think that'd be dope, man. But yeah.